Imagine a world without words, a world where spoken language doesn't exist. They lived in a world of gestures, expressions, and primal sounds. Picture a group of hunters. They communicate silently using hand signals and body language. A raised fist might signal danger, a pointed finger, the location of their next meal. These early forms of communication were the building blocks of human connection. Though simple, these gestures and sounds held deep meaning. They allowed our ancestors to cooperate, to warn each other, to pass on vital knowledge. Consider the act of sharing food. A gesture as simple as offering a piece of fruit conveyed trust and camaraderie. This era before spoken language was a time of profound understanding. It was from these humble beginnings that the extraordinary journey of human communication truly began. Imagine the very first attempts at spoken language, not the polished words we use today, but a symphony of grunts, clicks, and whistles. These were the earliest building blocks of language, each sound imbued with meaning. Perhaps a particular grunt signified a threat, warning the group of approaching danger, or a melodic whistle might have imitated the call of a bird, indicating a nearby food source. These early vocalizations were more than just sounds. They were the seeds of human expression. As these early humans interacted, their vocalizations grew more nuanced. This gradual evolution of language was driven by necessity. Consider the challenge of remembering and replicating these complex vocalizations. Without a system of recording or representing these sounds, knowledge and information were lost with each passing generation. This is where the journey towards symbolic language truly began. Imagine a group of early humans gathered around a fire, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames. One individual picks up a charred stick and begins to draw on the cave wall. They etch simple shapes, a circle to represent the sun, a wavy line for water, a stick figure for a human. These early symbols were more than just artistic expressions. They were attempts to capture the essence of the spoken word, to give tangible form to abstract concepts. As humans continued to experiment with sounds and symbols, a remarkable thing happened. They discovered that by combining these elements in specific ways, they could convey an almost infinite variety of meanings. This was the birth of syntax, the set of rules that govern the structure of language. A simple phrase like "lion eat man" conveyed a clear and terrifying message, but by rearranging the words to "man eat lion," the meaning was completely reversed. This realization that the order of words could dramatically alter meaning was a pivotal moment in human history. With the emergence of syntax, language became more than just a collection of individual words. It transformed into a powerful tool for storytelling, for sharing knowledge, and for shaping the way we perceive the world. For millennia, communication had relied on intricate systems of pictograms and symbols. These early forms of writing, while powerful, were often cumbersome and difficult to master. Then, around 1800 BCE, a revolution occurred in the bustling trading ports of Phoenicia. A new system of writing emerged, one that would forever change the course of human history: the alphabet. Unlike its predecessors, the Phoenician alphabet was elegantly simple. Instead of thousands of characters, it consisted of just 22 consonants. Each letter represented a distinct sound, and these sounds could be combined to form any word in the Phoenician language. This revolutionary concept, representing sounds rather than entire words, made writing accessible to a far wider audience. The Phoenicians, renowned traders and seafarers, carried their alphabet with them across the Mediterranean. They established trading posts and colonies, and their alphabet spread alongside their goods and influence. One of the civilizations deeply impacted by the Phoenician script was ancient Greece. The Greeks, with their insatiable thirst for knowledge and innovation, recognized the power of the alphabet. They adapted the Phoenician system to suit their own language, adding vowels to create a writing system that was both phonetically accurate and remarkably efficient. This modified Greek alphabet quickly gained widespread adoption. As the Roman Empire rose to prominence, it too adopted and adapted the alphabet, this time from the Greeks. The Latin alphabet, a direct descendant of the Greek system, became the standard script for the vast Roman Empire, facilitating communication and administration across its sprawling territories. The Roman legions, renowned for their discipline and efficiency, carried the Latin alphabet with them on their conquests, spreading its use throughout Europe and beyond. From the rugged coastlines of Britannia to the sun-drenched shores of North Africa, the Latin alphabet took root, leaving an indelible mark on the languages and cultures it touched. The Romans recognized the power of the alphabet as a unifying force. They established schools and libraries throughout their empire, promoting literacy and using the Latin language and script as tools for cultural assimilation. The spread of the alphabet was not limited to the Western world. As Islam emerged and spread rapidly in the 7th century, the Arabic script, itself influenced by earlier Semitic alphabets, became a major vehicle for the transmission of knowledge and culture. From the Iberian Peninsula to the Indian subcontinent, the Arabic alphabet facilitated the flourishing of Islamic scholarship, science, and art. The legacy of the alphabet is profound and far-reaching. It has empowered countless individuals to express themselves, to record their history, and to share their knowledge with the world. The evolution of the alphabet is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and our innate desire to communicate. Imagine a world where knowledge, stories, and ideas vanish as quickly as they are spoken. This was the reality before widespread literacy, a world where memory alone carried the weight of history and culture. The advent of alphabets marked a turning point, a monumental shift from the limitations of oral tradition to the permanence of the written word. With alphabets, knowledge gained a tangible form. No longer confined to the whispers of storytellers or the fading memories of elders, it could be etched onto clay tablets, papyrus scrolls, and eventually paper. This revolutionized human understanding, allowing knowledge to transcend generations. Scientific discoveries, mathematical theorems, and philosophical arguments could be shared, scrutinized, and built upon. The written word had become a catalyst for human advancement. The Greek adoption of the Phoenician alphabet had a profound impact on the trajectory of Western civilization. This seemingly simple act of borrowing and adapting a writing system unleashed a torrent of creativity and intellectual exploration. With a versatile and efficient alphabet at their disposal, Greek thinkers were free to explore the complexities of the human condition, the mysteries of the natural world, and the very nature of existence itself. The written word became a tool for shaping thought, for dissecting arguments, and for constructing elaborate theories. Imagine the bustling academies of Athens, where philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle engaged in passionate debates, their words shaping the course of Western philosophy for centuries to come. The dialogues of Plato, meticulously recorded by his students, provided a window into the minds of these intellectual giants. As the Roman Empire extended its reach across Europe, so too did its adopted alphabet. The Latin script, a direct descendant of the Greek alphabet, became the lingua franca of a vast and diverse empire. From the bustling cities of Roman Gaul to the windswept plains of Hispania, the Latin alphabet facilitated communication, administration, and the spread of Roman law and culture. It was a unifying force, connecting disparate peoples under the banner of a common script. The influence of Latin extended far beyond the fall of the Roman Empire. It became the language of scholarship, diplomacy, and religion throughout medieval Europe. While the Greek and Latin alphabets flourished in the West, a different script was making its mark on the East. The Arabic alphabet, with its elegant calligraphy and distinctive cursive flow, emerged as a powerful force for cultural and intellectual exchange. Carried by the winds of trade and the spread of Islam, the Arabic script found fertile ground in diverse lands, from the deserts of Arabia to the fertile plains of Persia and beyond. It became the language of scholarship, science, and art, facilitating a golden age of Islamic civilization. Imagine their bustling libraries of Baghdad, Cordoba, and Timbuktu, where scholars from across the Islamic world gathered to exchange ideas, translate ancient texts, and make groundbreaking discoveries in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. The Arabic script became a bridge, connecting different cultures and fostering intellectual collaboration. Imagine a world where everyone from the bustling streets of Tokyo to the serene villages of the Andes spoke the same language. A world free from the barriers of translation, where a single word could convey the same meaning to billions. Would this linguistic unity be a utopia fostering understanding and cooperation on a global scale? On the surface, the allure of a universal language is undeniable. Consider the ease of communication, the elimination of misunderstandings that often arise from cultural nuances and linguistic differences. Picture a world where scientific discoveries are instantly accessible to researchers across the globe, where medical knowledge can be shared without delay. This hypothetical scenario, while enticing, raises profound questions about the nature of language, culture, and identity. Each language, with its own intricate grammar, its rich vocabulary, and its unique cadence, represents a distinct way of perceiving and interacting with the world. The guttural sounds of German, the lyrical flow of Italian, the tonal complexities of Mandarin, each reflects a unique cultural heritage shaped by centuries of tradition, migration, and interaction. Imagine losing the poetic beauty of a Shakespearean sonnet, the raw emotion conveyed in a flamenco song, the subtle humor embedded in Japanese wordplay. The richness of human expression, the very tapestry of our collective culture, would be irrevocably diminished. Languages are not merely repositories of words. They are living entities, constantly evolving, adapting, and borrowing from each other. To erase this linguistic diversity would be to sever our ties to the past, to homogenize the richness of human experience, and to stifle the very creativity that language fosters. While a universal language might seem to promote understanding, it could also lead to the loss of subtle nuances and cultural insights. Translating inherently involves interpretation, which can introduce bias or distort meaning. Consider idiomatic expressions like kick the bucket or piece of cake. How would one capture their essence in a universal language devoid of cultural context? Even straightforward concepts can be laden with cultural baggage. A universal language, stripped of these nuances, could flatten our understanding of the world. Instead of striving for a monolithic linguistic unity, we should embrace the richness and diversity of human language. Each language offers a window into a different way of seeing the world, expressing our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Imagine children learning multiple languages, connecting with different cultures, and appreciating human expression. Multilingualism is a sign of cultural awareness and intellectual curiosity. By preserving linguistic diversity, we safeguard knowledge, history, and cultural heritage. Let us celebrate the symphony of human language, recognizing that our differences make us uniquely human. For millennia, the written word reigned supreme. But the late 20th century witnessed a seismic shift in communication. The digital age had dawned, ushering in an era of unprecedented speed and reach. Imagine the early days of the internet, a time when dial-up modems connected us to a burgeoning world of information. Emails quickly became indispensable, bridging continents and time zones. Distance seemed to shrink as we discovered the power of digital communication. This digital revolution was just beginning. With the rise of social media, communication became dynamic and multifaceted. We could share our thoughts and experiences with a global audience. The digital public square emerged, a space for dialogue and debate. Imagine the power of this interconnectedness. Activists could mobilize supporters across borders. Artists could showcase their talents globally. This interconnectedness, however, had its challenges. We must consider the transformative potential and challenges of the digital age. Digital platforms offer unprecedented opportunities for connection and collaboration. Imagine sharing medical expertise instantly, reaching students in remote villages, and artists collaborating across continents. The digital age empowers us to connect, create, and innovate. But it also requires new skills and literacies. We must critically evaluate information and discern fact from fiction. Engage in respectful dialogue and be mindful of our online actions. The digital age brings both opportunity and responsibility. Let's harness these tools for good, fostering understanding and empathy. Together, we can build a more just and equitable world. From the earliest gestures and vocalizations to the sophisticated interplay of digital information, the journey of human communication is a testament to our innate desire to connect, share, and understand. From the silent communication of our early ancestors to the global conversations taking place at the speed of light, technology continues to evolve at an exponential pace. The human desire to connect, share, and understand will drive us to explore new frontiers of communication.